76, 74, 68 over the fence. We're down. A little bit of a wind there at the end. Oh yeah.
We're slowing down and we still have runway. Woo! Yay, AJ.
Stewart ground, Aztec 2441 Mike is at the Stewart Jet Center looking for a VFR departure to the northwest with information Juliet.
2441 Mike, runway 30, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 30, taxi via Alpha, 41 Mike.
We haven't used this runway in a while.
Nope. Just checking I can slam up and make it stop.
I was wondering. It's like, what?
Stewart Tower, Aztec 2441 Mike is ready to go, holding short runway 30.
Aztec 2441 Mike, Stewart Tower, good morning. Proceed on course, crossway 34, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
Cross runway 34, takeoff runway 30, clear for takeoff, forward Mike, thank you.
Love you guys.
I love you guys.
Love you.
Oh boy.
Love you.
Oh boy.
This is your easy part of the day, AJ.
Alright, we're going to do a little takeoff short field here.
See if you can quickly take off.
We want to be off by the 1,000-foot markers. They're the big white stripes. Let's see if we can do it in preparation for the big challenge today. Release the brakes. Takeoff is at 65. We've got airspeed life times 3 going through 40. All the gauges are in the green. 65 is 1,000, and there we are. We're off, picking up airspeed. Tap the brakes, pretend like there's no runway, geared up. Good. Climbing a blue line, everything worked.
You did it.
We got off at about 900, 950, fully loaded, full fuel.
Yeah,
Alright, so
we'll have less fuel when we leave.
On the money with the with what the book says performance is.
Aztec 41 Mike, how high are you climbing today?
We're going to go 10,500.
All right, 41 Mike, traffic at 8:30 moving up to 9 o'clock off your left there, northeastbound. A west wind jet descending out at 4,000 northeastbound.
We are looking at traffic, 41 Mike. 41 Mike has traffic in sight. Go factor.
41 Mike, the one off your left, correct?
Affirmative, 41 Mike. We'll stay at this altitude till he's clear, and then we'll climb after.
He looks like he's 3,500 and descending.
We're executing a left turn. We'll come in behind him, 41 Mike.
41 Mike, roger. Probably sees you too. He's resumed his descent off your right. Frequency change approved. He's like radar service. Palm Beach is on 132.8.
Palm Beach, 132.8. Appreciate your help. Have a good day, 41 Mike.
He's moving.
He looks like a bird now.
Yeah.
He might be a seaplane.
No, he wasn't.
He might be in a minute.
Yeah, I'm watching. He's still going straight out to the ocean, and he's really low. But I guess we're climbing.
All right, let me get on the radio. Palm Beach approach, Aztec 2441 Mike is 7 miles to the northwest of Stewart at 3,500, climbing 10,500. Would like to request the flight following.
Mike, destination and request type aircraft.
Palm Beach, Piper Aztec PA-27, destination is Cedar Key, Charlie Delta Kilo.
Number 40 Mike, squawk 3647.
3647, forward Mike.
How come we're flying up so high today?
We either have to detour through or around Orlando, rather, or we can fly over the top of Orlando.
So we're flying over Disney World?
Yeah, we're flying right over the top of Orlando. We got a big flight today. We are trying to have a little adventure in preparation for Bahamas flights we're planning later this year. So the Bahamas are known for some a few shorter runways, not always improved runways. So, you know, some grass or gravel sort of strips, crushed coral strips, and there is an excellent runway on the west coast of Florida that is considered one of the best places to fly in Florida. If you're looking for something fun, it's Cedar Key Airport. It's the shortest paved runway in the state of Florida. We did Dauphin Island last year in South Alabama, and when we had that video, which I'm sure she'll put somewhere up here.
I don't get to choose. I thought I could choose, like, but no, it's here.
So when we went to Dauphin Island, that was an especially cool landing because it's a 3,000-foot airstrip, or airport rather, that paved but short and surrounded by water. So Dauphin Island was good practice for this next one. We ended up not using the Stol kit, and this airplane is equipped with a Stol kit, which is short takeoff and land. And so we only used 2 notches of flaps, or about 25 degrees of flaps when we landed in Dauphin Island. And we were able to get down and the plane stopped somewhere around 2,000 feet, not being especially aggressive with the brakes. So we have a 2,300-foot paved runway in Cedar Key, completely surrounded by water. That is looks phenomenal on satellite. The town adjacent looks awesome. So
a little fishing village.
Yeah.
Type. More touristy now, I would say, but
oh, I'm sure.
fishing village.
I think it's the, didn't they say it's the second oldest city or town in Florida?
Something like that, yeah.
So we're going to go over there, and we're going to see if I can land on a 2,300-foot runway.
You'll know before this video comes out.
We have practiced at altitude deploying the Stol kit, and it feels like we hit a brick wall in the sky when this thing is fully out. It goes so slow. So
it's like a parachute opening, like where it like catches
it's a big deal.
Really quick.
When the Stol kit's deployed, it actually drops the flaps 50 degrees, and it also drops the ailerons just like the flaps. So the whole rear part of the wing turns into one giant flap. We've got the standard flaps, and we've got the ailerons, which turn into flapperons. So the flapperons are pushing down as well, and they really, really slow down the plane and can allow for improved controllability at low speed. So with gear down, fully loaded, at the max landing weight, with no wind on the nose, and at 70 degrees, which is roughly going to be the temperature today. The airspeeds that are recommended by Robertson, who makes the Stol kit, are 68 knots over the fence and 58 knots on landing, which is really slow compared to what I usually land at. Just for reference, I try to come over the fence 90 to 95 when I land normally with 2 notches of flaps. So coming over the fence at 68 is going to feel like we're barely moving. The downside to using the Stol kits is that at low speed the controls get really mushy. They don't have the force from the incoming wind to push against, so it's going to require me to do a whole lot more in regard to the controls to be flying that slow and stable. There's going to be a crosswind component. The crosswind looks like it's going to be 10 knots coming directly off the wing. There is not weather. We're going to listen to some nearby weather.
It's a beautiful day.
There's a windsock on the field. But at least as far as gusting goes and gust factor, which are some of the corrections you make to raise the landing approach speed when there's bad winds, we're not going to have to make a huge amount of accommodation for the wind, although I'm going to come over the fence likely faster than 68. I don't want to get too slow and run the risk of stalling. So there has been a number of accidents at this airport.
Bitchy, of course, pulled up and showed me every single one of them.
You can't make good decisions if you're not taking into account all of the information available.
If you're not aware, yes.
Almost all of them are going to be related to getting too slow before the runway and stalling, or coming in too fast, too high, floating over the runway and going off the end. And so the critical thing when you're doing short field approaches and short field landings is going to be come in at the appropriate airspeed, at the appropriate altitude on your glide slope, and if you're not set up, configured, and approach stabilized as you come in, you go around. So if it doesn't look like we're going to be able to make it, we're just going to cancel this approach. We're going to, try it another time. Our plan is to go down to Brooksville later on today and do some Florida snow tubing and ice skating at a facility they have there.
Which are mixed ratings, whether it's good or not. But we'll let you know.
Exactly.
We've bought the tickets. We're going.
It doesn't take much to make me happy, quite honestly. I mean, there's a
South
few
Florida.
negative
Well, I guess we're in
reviews,
Central
but
Florida now.
it's a sledding experience in Florida. If you take it for what it is, I think it's going to be fun. But Cedar Key, if we can get on the ground there, looks to be a highlight.
We brought the folding bikes.
The folding bikes are in the back.
We thought there's golf cart rentals that you could, and like a taxi, it says. It was literally in quotation, so I'm guessing it's just locals that you could call and come get you to pick it up. We thought the bikes would be fun. It's a beautiful day.
It's only a 30-minute walk from the airport to downtown.
It will take 10 to 15
so
minutes.
So it'll be a 10-minute bike ride. I've always wanted to get into this airport. I encourage anybody to take a look at it at satellite. We're going to let you know how the approach goes. Hopefully we can get on the ground there, and I can show you what on the ground looks like.
If not, we'll show you from the air, I guess. Yeah. The aerial view of Cedar Key Airport.
We will try not to show you the view from the water at the end of the runway.
But we will, because our GoPros are waterproof, so we will show you no matter what.
2441, contact Orlando approach 120.15.
120.15 for 1 mic. Orlando approach, Aztec 2441 mic, 10,500.
November 2441 mic, Orlando approach, Orlando altimeter 3002, say your destination.
Altimeter 3002, destination is Cedar Key, Charlie Delta Kilo.
NR41 mic, roger, just stay out of class Bravo.
We'll stay at 10,500 out of Bravo for 1 mic.
I feel like I should knock on some wood now.
Why?
Because I said we would show the cameras from the water.
Yeah, jinxes aren't real, what could go wrong?
I'm kidding, that is not my first priority.
So anyway, this should be fun. So 68 over the fence, 58 is touchdown speed, 56 knots is stall speed and landing configuration. Aztecs are already built for some very good short takeoff and land performance, and an Aztec with a Stol kit, I should be able to get this down as long as I can avoid a stall or, unstabilized approaches where we're doing foolish things. Another thing to consider is, can we get back off the ground? So a lot of people would be curious to know, what's the takeoff distance. And you saw at the beginning, when we left from Stewart a moment ago, I did a simulated short field takeoff at Stewart. And we were off the ground roughly 100 feet before the 1,000-foot markers, which is on the money with what the book says we should need to get off the ground. Now, taking off at Cedar Key, it's going to be slightly warmer in the day, but we're also going to be carrying less fuel. And so they should balance out. I expect about a 900-foot takeoff, which leaves us, 1,400 feet of available runway thereafter. Things that I'm thinking about when we go to take off, and if there's a problem on takeoff. Once we have crossed roughly the middle of the airfield, once we've hit the middle, we are committed to a takeoff. We will not be able to stop. As long as I've got one engine making power, once I'm committed to the takeoff, my feelings at least are that we gotta go. I know I can climb about 200 feet a minute at sea level in this plane fully loaded. If I lose an engine, I've done it, I've practiced it. So if we're 3/4 of the way down the runway and gears up, we've taken off, I'm committed to taking off. We're going to stay out of the water if we can, and we're going to try to fly it single engine back around and land. All right, so I just got my weather briefing from Crystal River, which is the closest airport with the most similar characteristics to Cedar Key. There is no weather at Cedar Key. But at Crystal River, we got winds of 320 at 6.
580, contact Jacksonville.
And so
5.75.
the runways are 5 and 23 at Cedar Key. So we are exactly 90-degree crosswinds. Now, fortunately, it's low and not gusting.
Do you have a snack?
No, baby, we're going to have lunch.
No, we're going to go to lunch.
Okay.
But you're not supposed to swim within 30 minutes of eating.
AJ. Oh, Dad. Not a good joke.
Oh, come on, that's
It
good.
was a good joke. It is. Dark, but good. One plane chooses one way to land. Do you have to follow them the way they did?
I don't have to. They have to get off the runway.
before you start
So there's
landing.
not a taxiway. So you got to land and then backtrack the runway.
To a parking space.
Yep. That's why I printed off that informational thing, because it shows the 5 places they want you to park. So I would recommend that anybody else that's going to fly there, I guess 4 places they want you to park. This airport info that's public for Cedar Key. They actually have descriptions of every one of the spots. There's some good points in here. Left-hand traffic, both runway 5 and runway 23. There's a displaced threshold on both. You have to allow time for any other aircraft to taxi back because you're going to be taxiing on the runway. There's no fuel and there's no mechanic, so if you slam on your brakes and you slide down the runway and you blow a tire, which is arguably better than being in the water, you don't have a mechanic.
I saw on there that you can call Walter.
Walter? Okay.
Walter. He's a point of contact for the Friends of Cedar Key Airport, and it's got his telephone number. So I wrote it down in like my information that I usually carry around to help AJ out.
Which brings us to the next
Walter.
point. Cell phone signal is weak, and our cell phone provider is not particularly good.
No, it says it
so we
sometimes
just have to
works.
assume we're walking into town. If we have a problem, we'll call from
Well,
there.
we're biking. We got bikes.
Oh yeah, bike.
As long as
whatever.
we can open up the container.
The perimeter is now fenced. Don't drive into that. Gates are locked. They just got their porta potty back, paid for by Levy County.
I still think I'm going to wait till the restaurant, though.
Camping by plane is not allowed, but not rigidly enforced. Not sure what to make of that. They put that in
For
the
the people coming
informational
in
guide.
for sun and fun.
They didn't say it's not allowed, don't do it. They said it's not allowed, but do what you want.
It's one of those rules.
You're probably going to be fine. Underlined, the runway is short.
Yep.
It is very common to come in too high and too fast on approach. If you don't touch down in the first third of the runway, do not be embarrassed about going around.
No, we will not.
That's my whole plan. And then, bolded in caps, we cannot stress this enough.
We 100% agree.
Oh, there it is. Consequences of landing long or hot are blown tires or a swim in the marsh. Look at that fire.
I was going to take a video of it.
That is a big
The
fire.
wing blocked it.
Aztec 41 Mike, traffic 9 o'clock and 5 miles northwestbound Malibu, 10,000.
Looking for traffic, 41 Mike.
Jack, what? Help us look for a plane out your side.
We're closing.
Above or below?
3000.
Basically right next to us.
Oh, I see it. It's over there.
Expect runway 1 left.
The black spot is over there.
Aztec 2441 Mike with traffic in sight.
41 Mike, roger.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for helping.
Jack Center, Aztec 2441 Mike, 4,500 descending with field in sight.
Number 2441 Mike, Jacksonville Center. There's traffic 1 to 2 o'clock, 5 miles, indicating 4,300, type unknown. Appears to be another target at your 1 o'clock and 5 miles lower, 1,400, appears to be northeastbound. Radar service is terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Good day.
No visual contact yet, but we're looking. Radar service is terminated. Squawk VFR, forward Mike. Where is this guy?
Don't know. It's just hazy and invisible. There. It's white. Right in front of my finger.
I
Straight
have him.
ahead.
I got him.
You got him?
Yep.
Oh, he's invisible. He's like right there in that white line.
Cedar Key, Aztec 2441 Mike is 19 miles to the south, inbound for full stop. So he's turning. Turning very aggressively, like
He's like
straight down.
going straight down.
I think he's doing aerobatics.
I know, but right in front of us.
That is.
That's not cool, man.
No, I mean, it was cool. That was awesome.
Right
Guys,
here.
that's an aerobatic plane. They just did a loop right in front of us.
I know, but
Or a
did you not
hammerhead right
see
in
it?
front of us. No, I don't think he does.
Hey,
That was-
Noah,
that
we're
was-
right here.
Sweet though.
Aircraft at Cedar Key, how do you read this radio?
Loud and clear.
Just installed it, just checking.
Looks like it's working. Cedar Key traffic, Aztec 2441 Mike, 7 miles to the southeast at 1,000 feet, crossing midfield for a full stop at Cedar Key.
Where is the airport?
Straight ahead on that little spit of land.
I do not see it.
Because it doesn't exist till you're on it. We're gonna land this Aztec like it's a helicopter.
I mean, I see
Oh,
the city
no.
very clearly.
Cedar Key traffic, Aztec 2441 Mike, 3 miles to the southeast with departing traffic in sight. We're going to fly over midfield and decide approach after looking at the windsock. Departing traffic at Cedar Key, do you read?
Favorite 23 with a crosswind from the right.
23 with the crosswind. All right, very good. Then Aztec 2441 Mike, we've got you in sight. About to cross midfield. Cedar Key traffic, Aztec 2441 Mike, crossing midfield. Cedar Key, Aztec 2441 Mike, turning left downwind, runway 23. Cedar Key traffic, Aztec 2441 Mike, turning left base, runway 23, Cedar Key.
You're gonna want transportation, Aztec.
I appreciate it, but no, we brought bikes today.
Y'all have a lovely day.
Thank you, you as well. Cedar Key traffic, Aztec 2441 Mike, turning final runway 23, Cedar Key. All right, 68 over the fence is the target. Got flaps fully deployed. We're at 80, 76, 74, 68 over the fence. We're down. A little bit of a wind there at the end. Oh yeah.
Let's slow it down and we still have runway. Woo! Yay, AJ. Woohoo!
No blown tires,
Good
plenty
job.
of space. Woo! Yes, we're not in the water. Cedar Key traffic, Aztec 2441 Mike is back taxiing runway 23 looking for parking.
How come you just got pull right there?
Because that's full.
I did this.
You did it, AJ.
Yep.
Excellent work.
Woohoo! An awesome pilot.
Thanks. We're going to go back and take that grass strip.
How do you get there? Go through their parking
Through their
lot?
parking, yeah.
Where the dead grass is, I'm sure.
Yep. Cedar Key traffic, Aztec 2441 Mike is clear, runway 23.
I need to text your mom so she doesn't worry.
I cannot believe we did it!
Look at this airplane,
Woo!
guys.
Nice.
Off-roading in the Aztec.
It's on.
Are you having fun?
I am.
Oh, are you, Jack?
I am.
I'm glad to hear it.
Beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day. Cedar Key's awesome. That was awesome.
They're giving us a show.
Oh, they're coming back, guys.
I know.
They're giving us a show. Beautiful.
That was awesome.
What do you think?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that poop?
No.
Just a drip of water?
Now we can see why the umbrella looks like that. We rolled the dice.
It was
We got lucky.